Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to share with you some powerful morning habits that have completely transformed my life. We're talking about a complete 180 from the guy I used to be. You see me now, but it took some serious changes to get here. These rituals will prime your mind for positivity and productivity, so let's dive right in. I used to be the guy who hit the snooze button a dozen times. Every morning, it was the same story. The alarm would go off, and I'd groggily reach out to silence it, desperate for just a few more minutes of sleep. It was like a never-ending battle between me and the alarm clock. Seriously, my alarm clock hated me. Mornings were my enemy. The sound of that alarm was like a siren call to my worst nightmare. I'd wake up feeling more tired than when I went to bed, and the thought of starting the day was just unbearable. The thought of peeling myself out from under the covers, facing the day, it was brutal. My bed was my sanctuary, and leaving it felt like a punishment. I'd lie there, contemplating all the reasons why I should just stay in bed and skip the day altogether. I'd drag myself through the morning feeling groggy and sluggish, like a zombie that just wanted to crawl back into bed. My movements were slow, my mind was foggy, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of exhaustion. It was like I was stuck in a never-ending loop of fatigue. Coffee helped, sure, but it was more like a band-aid on a bullet wound. I'd chug down cup after cup, hoping for a miracle that never came. The caffeine would give me a temporary boost, but it was never enough to truly wake me up. I was still tired, still sluggish, and still dreading the day ahead. I knew something had to change. I couldn't keep living like this, constantly tired and unmotivated. I needed to find a way to take control of my mornings and start my day off on the right foot, but I had no idea where to start. That's when I stumbled upon the power of morning rituals. I started reading about how successful people had these elaborate morning routines that set them up for a productive day. It sounded too good to be true, but I was intrigued. Could a simple change in my morning routine really make that much of a difference? At first I was skeptical. How much of a difference could waking up a little earlier really make? I had tried waking up early before, and it always ended in failure. But the more I read, the more convinced I became that there was something to this whole morning ritual thing. How much of a difference could waking up a little earlier really make? I had tried waking up early before, and it always ended in failure. But the more I read, the more convinced I became that there was something to this whole morning ritual thing. But I was desperate, so I decided to give it a shot. I set my alarm for an hour earlier than usual and made a plan to follow a morning routine. I didn't know if it would work, but I was willing to try anything at this point. And let me tell you, it was a game changer. The first morning was tough, but I pushed through. I got out of bed, followed my routine, and by the time I was done, I felt more awake and energized than I had in years. It was like a switch had been flipped, and I was finally ready to take on the day. It wasn't just about waking up earlier, though. It was about creating a whole morning routine that set me up for success. I started with some light stretching to wake up my body, followed by a few minutes of meditation to clear my mind. Then, I'd make my bed, which gave me a small sense of accomplishment right off the bat. It was about creating a whole morning routine that set me up for success. I started with some light stretching to wake up my body, followed by a few minutes of meditation to clear my mind. Then, I'd make my bed, which gave me a small sense of accomplishment right off the bat. After that, I'd spend some time journaling, reflecting on my goals and setting my intentions for the day. It was a simple routine, but it made a world of difference. It was about taking control of my day before it even started. By the time I was done with my morning routine, I felt like I had already accomplished so much. I was more focused, more motivated, and more ready to tackle whatever the day threw at me. It was a complete 180 from how I used to feel in the mornings. It wasn't easy at first. Those first few mornings were rough. My body was used to sleeping in, and waking up early felt like torture. But I knew I had to stick with it if I wanted to see results. So, I pushed through the discomfort and kept going. Those first few mornings were rough. My body was used to sleeping in, and waking up early felt like torture. But I knew I had to stick with it if I wanted to see results. So, I pushed through the discomfort and kept going. I reminded myself why I was doing this and focused on the long-term benefits. But I stuck with it, and slowly but surely I started to feel the difference. Each morning got a little bit easier, and I started to look forward to my morning routine. It became a time for me to focus on myself, to set my intentions for the day, and to start my day off on a positive note. I had more energy, I was more focused, and I was actually getting things done. My productivity skyrocketed, and I felt more in control of my life. It was amazing to see how such a small change could have such a big impact. From snoozing to soaring, my mornings had been transformed, and I was ready to take on the world. We're talking about waking up early, the kind of early that most people only see when they have a flight to catch or an important meeting to attend. But what if waking up early became a part of your daily routine? Imagine the possibilities. And I don't mean just rolling over and hitting snooze a few times. No, I mean actually getting out of bed, feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. It might sound impossible, but it's not. I'm talking about getting up before the sun, when the world is still cloaked in darkness and the air is crisp and fresh. It's a magical time, a time when you can truly connect with yourself and your surroundings. Before the city comes alive, before the hustle and bustle of daily life takes over. It's a time when you can hear your own thoughts, when you can plan your day with clarity and purpose. before the chaos of the day begins. This is your moment, your opportunity to set the tone for everything that follows. It's a chance to breathe, to reflect, and to prepare. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, I'm not a morning person. I get it. The struggle is real. The bed is warm, the pillow is soft, and the temptation to stay in bed is strong. Trust me, I get it. I used to think the same thing. I used to dread the sound of the alarm clock, and I would do anything to get just a few more minutes of sleep. But then I realized something. But here's the thing. It's not about being a morning person or a night owl. It's about making a choice. It's about deciding that you want to take control of your day, that you want to start your day on your own terms. It's about taking control of your day. When you wake up early, you're not just waking up. You're making a statement. You're saying, I am in charge of my life. I decide how my day begins. When you wake up early, you're essentially giving yourself the gift of time. Time to do the things that matter to you. Time to focus on your goals and aspirations. Time to be present in the moment. You're creating space in your day for yourself. A space that is free from distractions and interruptions. It's a time when you can truly be yourself, when you can connect with your inner thoughts and feelings, before the demands of work, family, and life in general start to creep in. This is your time to recharge, to refuel, and to get ready for whatever the day has in store for you. Think about it. The world is still asleep. The streets are empty, the city is quiet, and you have this rare opportunity to experience a side of life that most people never see. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and you have this precious time all to yourself. You can use this time to reflect on your goals, to plan your day, or simply to enjoy the beauty of the morning. You can use this time to do whatever you want, whether it's working on a personal project, pursuing a hobby, or simply taking a moment to breathe and relax. The choice is yours. You can work on a personal project, something that you've been putting off because you never seem to have the time. This is your chance to make progress, to move forward, to achieve your dreams. Go for a run, meditate, read a book, or engage in any activity that brings you joy and fulfillment. The morning is your canvas, and you can paint it however you like, or just enjoy a cup of coffee in silence. There's something incredibly soothing about sipping a hot cup of coffee while the world is still waking up. It's a moment of pure bliss. The point is, it's your time. It's a time that belongs to you and you alone. It's a time when you can be yourself, when you can focus on what truly matters to you. And when you start your day like this, with intention and purpose, you're setting yourself up for success. You're starting your day on a positive note, and that positivity will carry you through the rest of the day. It sets the tone for the rest of the day. You're no longer reacting to the events of the day. You're proactively shaping your day, making conscious choices that align with your goals and values. You're no longer playing catch-up. You're in control. You're the master of your own destiny, and it all starts with owning your morning. So set that alarm, get out of bed, and seize the day. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 3. Move your body. Wake up your potential. We're not talking about running a marathon here. You don't need to be an athlete or a fitness guru to start moving your body. The idea is to find something that you enjoy and that fits into your lifestyle. It could be as simple as a morning walk around your neighborhood or a quick yoga session in your living room. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of exercise can make a world of difference. Go for a walk, do some yoga, or try a light indoor workout. The key is consistency. Making a habit of moving your body every day can lead to significant improvements in your overall well-being. If you prefer a more structured environment, hit the gym. Whether it's weightlifting, using cardio machines, or joining a fitness class, the gym offers a variety of options to keep you engaged and motivated. The important thing is to find what works for you and stick with it. Exercise is like a shot of espresso for your brain. It wakes you up, gets your blood pumping, and helps you start your day with a burst of energy. Imagine combining your morning coffee with a quick workout. You'll feel unstoppable. And let's not forget about the endorphins. These feel-good chemicals are released during exercise and can boost your mood and energy levels. It's like a natural high that leaves you feeling happy and accomplished. And the best part is, you don't have to spend hours working out to feel the benefits. Even a short 10-minute session can leave you feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. You don't have to be a fitness fanatic to reap the benefits. Exercise is for everyone, regardless of age, fitness level, or experience. It's about finding what works for you and making it a part of your daily routine. Even a little bit of movement is better than none at all. Trust me, incorporating small bursts of activity throughout your day can add up to big changes over time. Dance in your living room, stretch at your desk, or take a quick walk during your lunch break. Once you start incorporating exercise into your morning routine, you'll notice a difference. You'll feel more awake, more alert, and more prepared to face whatever challenges come your way. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel. You'll have more energy, you'll be more focused, and you'll be in a better mood to tackle whatever the day throws your way. It's a simple change that can lead to profound results. So wake up your potential by moving your body. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as your energy, focus, and mood improve. Remember, every little bit counts, and the journey to a healthier, happier you begins with just one step. Chapter 4. Fuel your body, eat for success. We're talking about ditching the sugary cereal and opting for a breakfast that will fuel your body and mind. Think whole grains, fruits, vegetables, lean protein, the good stuff. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, I'm always in a rush in the morning. I don't have time for a gourmet breakfast. I hear you. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Even something as simple as a bowl of oatmeal with fruit and nuts or a smoothie with yogurt and berries can make a world of difference. The key is to choose foods that will provide sustained energy throughout the morning, rather than a quick sugar rush followed by a crash. Chapter 5. Find your center. Quiet your mind. We're talking about taking a few minutes to just be present, to connect with yourself, and to set your intentions for the day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, meditation? That's not really my thing. And that's okay. Meditation isn't for everyone. But there are other ways to find your center in the morning. You could try journaling, writing down your thoughts and feelings. You could spend some time in nature, going for a walk or just sitting outside and enjoying the fresh air. You could even just sit in silence for a few minutes, focusing on your breath. The point is to find something that helps you to quiet your mind, to clear out the mental clutter, and to start your day with a sense of peace and clarity. Unlock your potential, start your day strong. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please make sure to like, comment, and share this video with someone who might need a little morning motivation. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress, not perfection. So start small, be consistent, and watch how these simple rituals can transform your mornings and your life. See you in the next one.